Hey, welcome on in. Welcome in. I am Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. Thanks for checking out the content. We had some big news come out here on Saturday. Willy Adames signed a massive deal with the San Francisco Giants. He's heading to the Bay Area on a 7-year, $182 million deal, the largest in Giants history. It's the first big move made by Buster Posey since he's taken over the team. It's the best thing for the Giants. This signing was needed badly. Huge defensive upgrade, and it's a bonus because he hits dingers as well. Great pickup. Now you have him at shortstop with Matt Chapman at third base. Huge splash for the Giants. Still, they're not a finished product and have a lot of work going forward if they hope to contend in the NL West against a loaded Dodger squad. They're not expected to be heavy spenders this offseason because they're simply not in a good position financially. If you believe everything that has come out from payroll cutting to Buster wanting to draft and develop, Posey went above and beyond with an extra year to get it done before winter meetings and before other teams pivoted to Adames. This, I want to say, is a culture-setting move for the Giants. They finally landed a big-name free agent, a deal that makes a lot of sense for the Giants. Adames is 29 years old. He had a career-high 32 home runs, 112 RBIs, and 21 stolen bases. We talk about the monster season, but where he's going now, it'll be interesting to see how he not only does in San Francisco, but at Oracle Park. Oracle Park is a pitcher's park, and most shortstops go downhill quickly after age 30. Adames turns 30 next year. So that's something to keep an eye on. I'm also looking at the dimensions of the ballpark, the climate, different wall heights, distances, and environmental effects. Can he maximize his offensive production in a new environment? If I were to do an uneducated guess, I would say there will be a slight drop-off in production. Again, San Francisco has been one of the worst parks for right-handed power, and Adames is a home run hitter with heavy fly ball tendencies. I mean, listen, Adames had a career year in a contract year. He was awesome. I'm genuinely happy for him. The Adames signing is huge for the Giants. It's good. It's a good thing to finally sign somebody with a big name because they've tried the past couple of seasons to bring in some big talent. Willy Adames, okay, not on the level of an Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani, but he's a pretty good get. It's a pretty big defensive upgrade for the Giants, but in terms of being an upgrade for the offense, I don't know. They're getting a baseball player with experience and a guy that you can count on, a guy that's considered one of the best leaders in all of Major League Baseball. You know he's going to come in and man shortstop. The one thing I can say for sure is that Adames plays a high-level shortstop, a premier position, and will be an integral part of that left side of the infield. Other shortstops can take some tips from one of the best. You talk to Brewers manager Pat Murphy, and he speaks highly of Adames, pats him on the back. It's almost like his personality was contagious just listening to guys like Jackson Chourio say what he meant to him and how much he helped him evolve as a player. During spring training, Chourio said the guy that really helped, get him acclimated to the big leagues was Willy Adames. His locker was right next to him. And so everything we saw from Jackson Chourio has, as the year progressed and in the postseason, he credits Willy Adames for that. And now the Giants have a guy who is big-time power from the shortstop position historically, a really solid defender. The metrics say he took a step back last year, but I believe with Matt Chapman, he can take a step forward and have a major impact on his new team. That's a really good side of the infield. Two veteran infielders who work tremendously hard to be better every day. And one thing I can say for Adames, his speed enables him to leg out infield hits. There's enough pop in his bat for the ball to leave the yard. When he gets a pitch, he can elevate. Y'all can focus on all the things he does well or doesn't do well on offense, while I'll focus on what he's capable of with his glove. And numbers define baseball players, surely. Numbers determine their salaries, and often they reflect their value accurately. You're getting a guy who creates extra outs and prevents advancement in ways that don't even show up on the stat sheet. That's one way you can look at this and say it's a good pickup for a team that just added one of the best at his position. We talk about his infectious personality and what he can be in the clubhouse, but what also needs to be brought up is that Adames has the most interesting defensive metrics in the modern era of any shortstop. The big thing that's going to be tough to figure out, the hitting inside that ballpark. And then, of course, the running. But as you know, Willy Adames has never been a big stolen base guy before last year. His career high was 8 steals on 11 attempts, career high in both categories. So I don't know, it's weird because now you're going from a climate-controlled stadium to a pitchers-friendly ballpark. It's a different feel now. And of course, a new team, a new city, a new culture, and higher expectations. Give him time to adapt. Very solid player. And he's going to a team that still needs to get better. Obviously, they need to add some offense. Now, undoubtedly, Adames was one of the best free agents on the market this year. And when I see Adames go for nearly $200 million, it really begs to question how much money some of these other players are going to sign. I think you look at Willy Adames and talking to people this offseason, Willy was a guy that people believed was the second best free agent in this year's cycle. The home runs and stolen bases total will likely drop. It was truly, truly impressive what he did in his final season with the Brewers in his contract year. And I'm not knocking that, but I don't expect him to be that same player offensively. Now, in terms of defense, my take is that he is a middle infield defensive guy that also can hit, but I like him more for his glove than his bat. You're not slugging 32 home runs like you did last season, especially in San Francisco. Not happening. That's not the easiest place to hit. I like Adames, always will, but as a player, I'm out on him in San Francisco. Landing with the Giants, his average OPS, homers, walk rate will decrease. I like him better for his glove, not so much for his bat. We know what the Giants got in Willy Adames. It's not the sexiest move, but Adames is a quality player other teams would love to have on their roster. I think the biggest thing is that Buster Posey, a 3-time World Series champion with the Giants, is saying, hey, I'm putting my stamp on this franchise, and I'm going to make a historic move that will make us interesting. And I don't think they're done. I think they're far from being done. They might still be all in on Corbin Burnes. He's a guy they've been really interested in. Now, you have to hope the Giants can shore up the starting pitching. For them now, it's clearly starting pitching. That should be the next thing for the Giants, improving their pitching depth. What they should do is sign a starter, and they can get a guy like Burnes who throws ace-like stuff, And Posey understands he has to splurge on big names and overpay in years and dollars to get people to come to San Francisco. Adames deserved a big payday. He earned it. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate the love and support. I'm getting out of here now. As always, thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. You guys are so awesome. Without you guys, none of this is possible. This doesn't work. So I appreciate you all for checking out the content, hitting the like and subscribe button. And like I said earlier today, let's grow together. Let's do this together. It takes a village, right? It takes an army of supporters. So thank you guys so much. If you like sports and my content, subscribe to the channel. If you're on TikTok, follow me on the platform. I'll have more content throughout the day, as always. See you all next time. Have a great rest of your Monday.